Tuesday, and it's time for another movie monkey rant. That's right, we're gonna go nitpick some stuff about Rough Night.
Rough Night Out?
Yeah, Rough Night Out, or Rough, I don't know. I wanted to be like George and Ebert, like walking into this movie. I'm like, Rough Night Out, talk about a rough movie. Like, I wanted it to be terrible, but then it wasn't. What? Oh my god. Anyway, so like a really good pace. Actually, it has like a good pace. I like the pace. The pacing was really fun. The beginning of this movie, they set up like 5 different characters, very distinct characters, and they give them the situation. The situation I'm going to tell you right now. So spoilers, after this point, I'm going to just be talking all about the movie. So you should see it first. Okay, let's do this. So, they kill a guy. That's like the thing in this movie. It was in the previews. You knew he killed this guy. And I was like expecting Weekend at Bernie's. Very Weekends at Bernie's-ish. Just not as many we got a dead guy jokes as I expected. But they were still pretty quality jokes. What do you think about the jokes? Dead guy jokes. Like, putting the sunglasses on it. They're like, oh, they're trying to close his eyes, and they keep opening.
The reflex kept opening his eye up.
So they put these sunglasses on, but it's a bachelorette party, so there's this like
sunglasses
dick
with a nose dick.
With a nose dick. So they put these nose dick glasses on. I thought it was like a really crisp, funny joke, because I saw the joke coming, but they got me with the nose dick. Like, really came in to play with me. So there was like that funny scene,
They
and then
put him in a sex swing with the nose dick.
Yeah, they put him in this sex swing. So there's like this scene where they're trying to move him around, and they're like moving around the body, which you're not supposed to do. And I was like, oh, this movie's like, guys, come on. But it's like there just to set up some more jokes, but like
they just kept digging themselves deeper and deeper.
Yeah, they keep digging themselves. They fucking do all this shit to call this girl's uncle to see what's up, like what's gonna happen to us. There's a dead guy on our he's dead. He's like, oh, it's fine as long as he didn't move the body. And all he was doing for the last 10 minutes was like, don't move the fucking body. Oh my god, that's the first thing you're not supposed. Don't move the body if you're innocent. Don't touch it. Don't touch anything. Because it's like fucked up. It's like, tampering with a crime scene and like accessory after the fact, all this shit. So it's like, oh my god. So they're in this, they keep digging this shithole, like this thing deeper and deeper. But there's like surprisingly not as many dead jokes, because the guy who's originally dead isn't the focus of the movie, like in Weekend at Bernie's. It's all about Bernie. Like, all this shit's happening, people giving him high fives and shit, and he's just like like, he's just doing stupid, he's like grabbing a girl's boob, and he's like, ouch. Oh, okay. He starts making out with him. It's like not like that. There's no like, it's not slapstick around this dead guy. It's like really like the characters are acting like this guy fucking died. They got to figure it out, and they're just bumbling. They don't work
fighting.
Yeah, they don't work cohesively as a team, and they're always like bickering and stuff. So the dead guy jokes, but there's also like these other like things that are happening, like the husband, the groom to be. I can't remember his name. I remember her name, Jess, which is pretty good.
Kevin?
Maybe?
Kevin.
Kevin? All right, yeah, Kevin.
It's Kevin.
Yeah, sweet. So we remembered the main people's names. Is very important for me in this these like movie reviews, like to remember. So Kevin is like, oh man, he's like drinking fucking wine in this country club and somewhere pretty far away from.
Or was it Peter?
Peter? Peter sounds. I think Peter is the actual real name. Yeah. Anyways, probably Peter, not Kevin, but probably Peter. So he's like with his friends having his bachelor party, just like smoking cigars and drinking wine, and he gets this frantic phone call from Jess, and it's like, the friend's like, you know what you gotta do, you gotta, step up. Jess is way above your pay grade, dude, so you gotta get her, you gotta be that man for her. So he's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. So they're like, you know what you gotta do, you gotta get there as fast as you can. So you have to drive down there like the crazy astronaut. Like, it uses some pop culture about that crazy astronaut.
Crazy astronaut or something astronaut?
It was, well, I don't remember what the plan that they called it, but it's all about that crazy astronaut that, like, strapped diapers, drove all the way to Florida and kidnapped some chick. Pissed about getting cheated on, right? And he does the same thing, so he's walking in the store and he's getting all these Depends, and then the lady's like, those things leak, and he gets like new ones, and he's going through, and he's driving down to Florida, so while all this shit's happening with the body, he's like trying to get down there with like, on Ritalin and fucking...
Expired Adderall.
Expired Adderall, Red Bulls, and then he takes a bump of meth. Fucking takes meth.
From a trucker.
From some fucking trucker.
Who asked him to give him a blowjob.
Dude's like, you could suck my dick for $15, and he's like, no thank you. He's like, okay, and he like walks in the store like nothing even happened. He's just like, you want to buy some crack? No. Want to suck my dick for $15? It's like, nope, I'm good. He's like, okay, and he just casually walks into the fucking store. Oh my god, it's the funniest thing. Oh man, he's like the funniest character.
Meanwhile, he's in a diaper.
He's in his diaper. I don't
no
know.
shirt on either, right?
No, he has a shirt. He has like a regular shirt on with a diaper. He doesn't put his pants back on. I'm like, why the fuck didn't you put your pants on? But he's all fucked up. He's just like completely like on speed. He's like twitching and shit, washing people's windows in cars and getting drinks thrown at him. And it's so funny compared, like that's what he's doing.
His diapers.
In his yeah, and he's like
like window washing the cars in his diaper.
He like crawls up this fucking truck and he's like washing his truck's window. It's pretty funny. So he's doing all that stuff and he's trying to get down there. And he does these crazy things. He's so funny. He gets pulled over by this cop and he like walks down this line while doing this, going like saying the alphabet backwards, and then he does like this. he does like a backflip, and then he poses out of the back bend, and he like comes up and he's just like, and it's totally that was another actor that like somebody else did that shit, but he's just like I like cuts and he's just like. Oh, I just wanted you to walk down that straight line. It's like, I followed what my body told me to. And it was the funniest thing. I was like, oh my god, that's so goddamn funny. So he's doing that while the girls are doing their own thing. And I'm like, this guy is nailing it. It's like hitting all cylinders on this, like, this really, just really own that character. I love character-driven movies. And this is like, totally, like, this is the situation. Let your character just fucking go for it. Just do the best job you could do and just go for it. And they're like, all those actors are like, got it, boss. Like doing stupid shit because their character would. Because there's some like, this girl is all like macho and lesbian protest activist. She goes to answer the door when there's a cop and she's like, hello, officer. What could I do for you? I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, bitch? He's like, I talk to these people all the time. And he's like, hey, officer, how's it going? He makes a funny fucking voice. It's like, what? Yeah. It's a stupid movie. They have like a couple like heartfelt scenes. I want to talk about this in our last like minute or so. The best friend Jess and the other friend, whatever her face is,
Alice.
They have this like heart-to-heart scene. So how did that play out for you?
She like read a letter from Jess read a letter from Alice from like her childhood, and it was like, I didn't have any friends growing up, so when I met you in college, we became instant friends, and you've always been there for me. And so then Jess got all emotional, and then she went down, and then there was this like crazy gun scene.
Oh yeah. So there's like, yeah, so I thought there was like pretty good tension in the letter scene, and then I was thinking of the scene before that when they were like yelling back and forth, and then she's like, well, you never invite me to anything. It's like, I never invite you to anything because all you want is my time anytime I'm with you. It's like, because we don't see each other like at college. Like you're a different person, the only thing that's changed is you. So that scene happened, and I was just like, I thought the movie was like, it was kind of uncalled for, and it was kind of pretentious. Like, I didn't need that scene to make any of the characters grow. But
I kind of felt like it was a typical girl, like, fight scene. Like, in a crazy way. Like you're your stereotypical, like, you know, I grew up with 2 sisters, that type of fighting going on in this scene. Just saying nasty things because that's what we do as girls, and that's kind of what they did. And they made up, you know, eventually.
And I'm like, oh, it's like, oh, I had to think about that, and she like just cries a little bit, and she's like, I'm gonna call the cops, but before that, I'm gonna like take a shower because I need to look good. I totally bought that as a character. So anyways, I like thought the scene was a little uncalled for, but I didn't write this thing, and I thought it was pretty good all the way through. You think it's pretty good all the way through?
Yeah, I do.
All right.
It was funny.
It was funny. It was like funny. I thought I got laughs the whole way through, except for those couple of scenes where they like have a little heart-to-heart thing. There's like even scenes that we didn't talk about. It's only been 10 minutes, and it's like it's chock full. All right. See you guys later.